Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending our co-admissions showcase today. This afternoon from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we are welcoming Appalachian State University to talk a little bit more about the co-admission and guarantee admission program called Aspire Appalachian. My name is Blair Turpin. I'm an academic advisor here at Wake Tech. I'm located over at the Southern Wake campus. I did put a PowerPoint up with my contact information, which has my email and phone number. And my primary role for this program is to help you with the application process to Aspire Appalachian. I'm a two-time alum from App, so I can give you a little bit of a student view of what the school is like as well. And I will also be happy to connect you with Appalachian State advisors, and we are welcoming one of our admissions representatives from App today. But feel free to take a screenshot or jot down my information. If you need a direct contact at Wake Tech, I'd be happy to help you throughout your time here. Some of the benefits of this program, which Jane, who I'll introduce next, will go over, but this is a guaranteed admission to Appalachian as long as you're meeting the requirements, which she will go over. You do have access to on-site and virtual academic advising, not only from Wake Tech, but also from Appalachian advisors. You'll get an assigned advisor from the community college, which will be me and Appalachian, coordinated financial aid programs, and then invitations to any special events that are going on at Appalachian. So at this time, I'll let Jane Dowdy take it away and talk a little bit more about the benefits and what you need to do to get into Aspire App.
All right, hi, thank you so much, Blair. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, my name's Jane Dowdy. I'm an Associate Director of Transfer and Military Recruitment at Appalachian State and work with the Aspire Appalachian program here at Wake Tech. So I'm so excited to be here, and I'm going to do a presentation today just to kind of give you a few tips and tricks about the program, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. I'm having a hard time getting it open. Bear with me just a minute. It's just
No
not,
problem.
It doesn't seem to be opening for me. Let's see. Oh, here it goes. Just a little slower on the uptick, maybe. Let's see.
If not, just let me know and I can pull it up to share.
Okay, I've got it now. I think it was just moving slow. Are we good? Can y'all see that?
Yes, we sure can. I'll put it up in just a second.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so again, welcome. This is just a presentation that's going to give you a little bit more information about our Aspire Appalachian program. First, I just wanted to touch on App State just in a general sense. We are up in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Boone, North Carolina. We have a little over 18,000 students in our undergraduate enrollment, and then around 20,000 students overall. So we're kind of on the small side of large. We have 150 majors. But you can still see our average class size is smaller. It's 28. You still get to know your professors. We're really tickled about that. You get a personal academic experience. We put a lot of emphasis on study abroad. And I love to point out the internships that we provide each year, almost 8,000. So our students really get some experience when they are going out to find jobs, and I think that's why you see that 98% employed or enrolled in higher ed within a year of graduation. Excuse me. So the students really do find some jobs, and I think a lot of it is through some amazing internship opportunities. And then 4,000 plus clubs and organizations as well, so a lot of ways to get connected. Okay, so why should you choose a co-admission program in Aspire Appalachian? You do get some really personal academic advising. You get Blair, who is there at Wake Tech and can help you become a part of the program. And then you also get me, an App State person who is there to help you every step along the way. So we do really try to meet with you periodically and make sure you're on track and make sure that it's a seamless transfer for you. There are some opportunities to touch base with financial aid and have those advising opportunities before you actually apply. So you hopefully you really are well informed and can maximize the scholarships that you may get, the need-based scholarships as well. You also have the opportunity to visit campus. We sometimes will actually we all the time have events for our transfer students, whether it's a hike or karaoke or just something fun that our transfers do really on a weekly basis during the semester. But for some of those fun events, we reach out and invite our Aspire Appalachian students to come on up and start getting connected. And then last but not least, it's a guaranteed admission program. So if you meet our requirements that I'm going to show you in just a minute, you have a great chance, or a guaranteed chance of being admitted. So it kind of takes all the stress out of it if you're in the program. So I wanted to talk a little bit about eligibility. We do require that the student that signs up to Aspire Appalachian complete ACA 122 with a C or better. We like to see at least 2 semesters remaining at the community college towards your transfer degree. We're just getting started with this program. It's fairly new, so don't let that stop you. If you maybe are a little have a little less than that, reach out to us. I mean, I still think it's a possibility. You need to graduate with a minimum 2.25 transfer GPA, and that's a cumulative one. And then you do need to be a full-time student, so we want you to have at least 12 hours or more each semester. So we want you to finish this program within a reasonable amount of time. That's why, we encourage the full-time enrollment. And then it really does include all statewide and institutional articulation agreements. So there are some applied science degrees, for instance, at the transfer degrees, definitely, the associate in arts, the associate in science. And we have a great list on our website at transfer.appstate.edu where you can just check out all the articulation agreements that we do have. So again, just some of the benefits. I really covered these, so I'm not going to just go over them completely again, but I think it really overall, from an overall perspective, you really get to just be fully prepared. I think it's just a preparation thing. It takes all the guesswork out of it and gives you the opportunity to be fully knowledgeable before you get to the university and to really maximize your time there. So we do have great advising resources. Of course, we have a transfer guide for every major, all 150 majors. So these are for the AA or the AS, the transfer degrees. So what you can do is just follow Wake Tech's plan for the Associate in Arts or the Associate in Science, but then use the transfer guide to take courses that are required for your major. So as you have maybe a semester of elective credits that you can choose those credits that would really help you maximize all the credits that you could take at Wake Tech before you come to Appalachian by using the transfer guide. We do offer pre-advising chats. I have those every week, and it's a one-on-one virtual session where we can discuss any kind of admissions process information, any kind of pre-advising that you might need. And then we have transfer information sessions as well. So all the links are here if you feel like you want to learn more about that. So there is an online application. You apply online, and then there's a $65 application fee. We do require official college transcripts. There are some off-campus programs that have some really specific requirements. One of those, for instance, is the RN to BSN online program. It has some very specific requirements before you enter the program, but most of our programs really just have our general admissions requirements. So just some important dates. If you were applying as a transfer student, then it's really a rolling admission. So we're going to admit students until the class is full. For spring, we recommend October 15. For summer and fall, we recommend February 1st. And then if you are a first-year student and you're working on an associate in arts or associate in science, then you would apply as a first-year student. And for spring, you would apply by October 15, just like transfer. But then for fall or summer, you really want to apply by November 1st and have a completed application by November 15. So our early college students who are completing an associate in arts or associate in science also can take part in this program as well. I just want to mention our transfer student mentors. That we do have mentors that are here to just assist our students. They're amazing leaders on our campus. This is something that you could be a part of too if you think Appalachian is a good fit for you, but you can reach out to our transfer student mentors. All of their majors are listed on our website if you go to transfer.appstate.edu, and you can just chat with somebody. Send them an email and they will respond, and especially if they have the major that you're interested in, or you just see somebody you think would be cool to talk to, it can really give you the student perspective. So I always encourage students to do that. Oh, this is one of the mentors. I'm not sure why it kicked there. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. So, also want to encourage you to visit. Appalachian is an amazing campus, just, you know, in the Boone area. It's kind of on top of the mountain. So, and really, you know, anywhere you're thinking of going, it's just a great thing to visit the campus. You will know when you go on campus if it's right for you. So I encourage you to visit any school that you're interested in, but we would love to have you on our campus. So definitely feel free to reach out and come see us. We have something going on every day of the week, and even on Saturdays. You can visit campus. It's just important to get on there, especially if you want a Friday or Saturday, because they fill up fast. But go on there and schedule a time to just come see us. So Blair has already given you her information, but I've got Blair and myself on here just to reach out about any further questions you have about the program. We would love to work with you. And that's all I had. So thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this down.
Thank you, Jane.
Sure.
Yeah, at this time, we will let Anthony, one of our other advisors, go through the questions that we get from students, and we'll have him ask them for you. And if you could answer, and if any students have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer as well. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in today. So I will ask predetermined questions, and these are questions that you probably haven't really thought about yet, but we're thinking of it in the process. So we're going to help you out here, and we're just going to ask them away. So first question is, when is the first time for a student to apply to your co-admissions program?
Okay, so if you're in progress of your ACA class, that's a good time to go ahead and apply. And if you have a couple of semesters left, at least, to complete your program, I would encourage you to go ahead and apply. Right. And Blair is your first point of contact by the way, as well. So reaching out to Blair, she will get you in the system and kind of get that process started.
Okay, great. And how does a student apply to the program?
So really, it'd be great to reach out to one of us and just talk through, where you are in the process. And then when you're ready to go, I'll probably direct you to Blair and get her to get you in the system and to help you get that process started. But definitely feel free to reach out to us and let's talk to you one-on-one just about where you are in the process, and we'll have a dialogue first and then we'll kind of move forward to that next step.
Okay, great. And do you have any advice to help a student's application stand out for this program?
Well, I think the biggest piece of advice is doing your research on the articulation agreements and just knowing that what you're taking or what program you're involved in will work. So that's the transfer degrees, the associate in arts, the associate in science. Early childhood education is one that you could be a part of and be in this program, for instance. So just going to our transfer admissions and engagement site that you see and, just researching that would be the best first start, just to make sure that you're in the program that would fit.
Most definitely. Okay. Can you share the advantages of being in this program, again, for our students?
Sure. I think, the admissions requirements for this program are a 2.25 GPA, and then meeting, completing one of the approved programs. So as I've mentioned, I think one of the biggest advantages is being a part of it and knowing exactly what you need to do, the peace of mind. But I think the other big piece of it is having a more robust advising experience, both with Blair and with me. Just someone that you can reach out to and know that you're on the right track, that can give you advice about classes to take. So definitely getting advised before you're about to finish your degree, because that does happen a lot. And sometimes, you can't, it's hard to help because students, may not know where they want to go. But if you're in the category of knowing that you want to come to App State and you go ahead and sign up for this program, then you really can use the transfer guide and your resources, us, to be able to take the exact classes that you need, and that will really maximize all the credits that you can take at Wake Tech before you come to Appalachian, and it saves you time and money. And I think the other piece is just having the opportunity, unlike other students, who aren't in the program, just to get involved on campus. If you'd like, come up for a hike, start getting to know students at Appalachian. We'll invite you to different events, and you might can make a weekend out of it and come up and just start getting connected, and it just helps your overall experience.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And once a student is admitted, what type of advising assistance are they provided?
So once admitted?
Yes.
Okay, admitted to the program. Okay. Well, what I'll be doing is, and I just finished this up at Wake Tech, is any student who is actively in the program is, will receive a communication from me to sign up for an in-person advising option. And I can also do an online option too if you can't make it to campus, but I'll actually come to Wake Tech and set up and be there to have a personal advising session with you each semester. So I think that's how we do it. We can work with you for an online option as well, and I did do that recently. But really, it'll just be a check-in every semester until you until you're ready to attend, to make sure you're on track.
Okay, great. And do you offer networking opportunities for students once admitted to the program? If so, what types of opportunities are offered?
Okay, so that's a little bit about sort of what we've touched on. So, for instance, we did recently reach out and encourage students who were in the program. And these are students who are coming from programs, we have multiple programs with a lot of community colleges, but we encouraged our Aspire Appalachian students to come up and take a hike with our other transfer students on campus. It was led by our transfer student mentors, which is a big part of their role on campus. And so that's a networking opportunity. So we have, for instance, a diversity celebration on campus. We encourage our Aspire Appalachian admits to come up and be a part of that event, and really various other events. I know we did recently, since we're in basketball season or just finished up, we encouraged our students and offered a basketball game to come up, with the same transfer student mentors and current transfer students, to just sit and enjoy the game and kind of network and get to know each other. So those are just some examples.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for answering all those questions for us. I'm sure our students appreciate it a lot.
Sure.
All right. So I'll turn it over to Blair.
Okay.
We'll conclude the event.
All right. Well, at this time, we'll give it just maybe another minute or so to see if anyone else has any questions. Again, Jane did share her contact information, and I shared mine as well. I believe we put it in the chat too. So if there are any friends or family members that you know of out there that might be interested, please feel free to share that with them as well. We also did record this, so if you need to go back and watch it later, you can visit the Wake Tech Advising YouTube channel, and feel free to watch anything back if you missed any information. But again, we thank you so much for attending today, and Jane, thank you very much for sharing and providing the support and advising that you do, and really for making your way all the way to Raleigh to help our students.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here, and I hope anybody will reach out if they have any questions at all. I would love to talk to you.
All right, well, I think that might conclude our session. Again, thank you to everybody, and please feel free to reach out. Jane, thank you again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.